every element of Genesis 6:1-4 is accounted for in the Apkallos story, every one. And it's only really been since 2010 that scholars who muck around in cuneiform tablets have assembled the data. So by definition, if you have a commentary at home that doesn't include what I just talked about, I'm sorry, but it's obsolete in Genesis 6. It does not take into consideration the primary source text material that is the backdrop for Genesis 6:1-4. That isn't my fault, I'm just pointing it out. Okay? It's just, this is what happens. People discover things and you learn more things. There was a time when the Dead Sea Scrolls that were unknown. 1947, 48, we've learned lots through them. It's the same thing over here. Now we understand why Peter and Jude could read Enoch and go, we get it, because in the Book of the Giants, Gilgamesh is actually mentioned by name as a giant. What a coincidence. There are Jewish people who are serious about the Old Testament, and they preserve the backstories, the contexts of the Old Testament in all sorts of ways, and they write about their discoveries, they write about the dots they're connecting, they do exegesis, they do interpretation. This is what Jewish thinkers are doing in this 500-year gap. They're studying the Old Testament. And they have access to lots of material to help them understand it. And New Testament writers like Peter and Jude, they read some of that stuff and they bring it into the New Testament because it helps them make an argument.